Shit, 50 years already? Oh my God. We're here with Brit Floyd, celebrating Jamie Humphries and his return back to the band, man. Legendary longtime friend. What have we known each other, 22 years?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, man, a long time. Love it, love it. Glad you're back.
Hey guys, Jamie here, Six String Alliance, and we are in Quebec in Canada. And I've just spent the last 3 weeks rehearsing with the Brit Floyd. Used to play with the guys many years ago when it was there's lots of noise going on, when it was the Australian Pink Floyd show. And then more recently, the guys in the Brit Floyd reached out to me and asked if I would cover some shows on the tour. So here we are. So what we're going to do is just go and take a look at the gear that I'm using on this tour. Okay, so now we're down in the guitar pit. This is at the side of the stage where our backline technician, where Lauren, our backline technician and guitar technician, Lauren's a trained luthier, so she looks after everything for us, looks after the guitars and the bass. There's two guitar players, myself and Damien Darlington, and Ian Cattell on bass guitar, so she looks after all the stringed instruments, including lap steels, mandolins and acoustic guitars. Let's just have a look here at the guitar vault. We've got a selection of different... Lauren's just come in. Hello, Lauren.
How's it going?
It's going wonderfully. Now Lauren's here.
Yeah, we've got 20-something guitars, basses, and lap steels on the show, so...
Yeah, that's a lot of instruments. So we're using Maton acoustic guitars. I'm using this beautiful 12-string Maton acoustic. I don't know, could you hold that for me, Lauren? Look, Lauren's going to help just very quickly. I don't want to get in her way. She's about to restring a guitar for me. So there's my 12-string Maton that I use on Wish You Were Here and Outside the Wall when we're playing some more of the stuff or the material off of the wall. So there's the Maton. We're going to take a little bit of a closer look at those as well at some point. Let's have a look at the 6-string Maton. It's very securely locked in the case.
My children, I keep them very, very safe and cozy.
Okay, so here we have the 6-string Maton as well. Beautiful, beautiful satin finishes on these guitars, and they sound incredible. They have a mixture on the controls here. We have a mixture of piezo, and there's onboard microphone as well. So we have those blended in. So those are the acoustic guitars that we are using on the tour. When it comes to my guitars, my main guitar, Lauren is actually just about to start work on this. She's going to change my strings for me. This is my Cutlass, and the Cutlass has had a little bit of a David Gilmore makeover quite a few years ago, so it's the classic black pick guard and the white pickups. These are all stock pickups. This is not an HT Cutlass. And I'm using, there's some nasty scratches on my guitars. Still, that shows they get you. Yeah, it's a big one. I don't know how I did that. There we go. There's the strings that I use, everybody. 10 to 52 cobalts. So I'll leave Lauren to do that. Oh, with picks, I get asked about this a lot. I use the Prime Tone Dunlop 1.4 millimeters, the Jazz 3XL style. So this is Guitar World. There's some of Damien's very posh guitars in there. Lots of strats, basses. There's more stuff to come out. So let's head up onto the stage now. So this is where I walk up. So we're in this pretty big arena here in Montreal. So we're walking up. And then my other two guitars, this is my guitar boat that I have on the side of the stage. I'm using a Silhouette Special. I use this one for all of the kind of modern Floyd stuff because it has the Damasio Fast Track 1 in the bridge. So it's the Silhouette Special. And then I have my custom Axis. Again, that has the Fast Track 1 in the bridge, Damasio's. All these guitars have Damasio's in, apart from the Cutlass, which has the proprietary Ernie Ball Music Man pickups. And this guitar is in drop D. You'll also notice these fret markers that I have on the side. These are sort of prototype stickers that I've been testing out for a company called Fret Look. Because I'm getting older and so I struggle a little bit seeing, so this is something that we're hoping to put out at some point. These are a godsend on a show like this with the lighting. Over to the rig, pretty straightforward. Normally I'd have 2 Axe FX in here, so I keep sniffing, I have a cold. So we have an Axe FX 3 in the rack, which is doing all of the amp sounds and of course all of the effects. I've got a pair of these Matrix FR, the full range flat response FR cabs, just for feedback. I am using in-ear monitors. I use, I think, 7-driver ACS. And then here we have the FC12. This is the new version, which has the bigger display. As you can see, it says run like hell at the moment. But I've got the different sets there that I can call up. And then the expression pedal and a volume pedal. And then over here we have Bass World. And then we have Damien's World, which is kind of a hybrid system. So just testing out sounds now. So there we have it. Percussion, keyboards. Okay, so as well as guitars, I'm also doing a bit of lap steel. I didn't bring my lap steel. I'm using one of Damien's lap steels. I'm playing one in open E minor tuning, which I use on Breathe when we do the whole Dark Side of the Moon album. Damien also plays one in a G6 tuning that he uses for Great Gig in the Sky. But these are industrial lap steels. You might have seen some of my other videos where I've been playing these lap steels for a number of years. But like I said, I didn't bring mine because we had a couple here. So yeah, lap steels and all. Okay, so there you have it. Hopefully it's given you a little bit of a sneaky look at what goes on stage on a big production. This is a huge production, a lot of video, a lot of animated video, a lot of laser. We have to be very cautious on stage. There's lots of mirrors around us with lasers bouncing off. You have to be very cautious where you stand. We're always being told not to look in certain directions, but it's an awesome show. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. It's kind of weird for me to use a completely digital rig with no pedals. Obviously, I've been using another digital board, but I have some pedals incorporated with that. But I have to say the Axe FX 3 is unbelievable for a show like this because of the many different tones, whether we're referencing live Pink Floyd albums such as the Pulse Tour, or if we're just looking at the album tones. There's so many different tones, and they've been meticulously put together by Cooper Carter, who came out and spent about 5 days with us in total working on the sound. So there you have it. I've got a few more dates left on this Canadian leg before I head back to Sweden, and then hopefully at some point I shall be back out again joining the band. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a really cool start to the year. So that's it from me, and hopefully, yeah, there'll be more to come. Take care.
Okay, go back to Danish. I'm really happy both ways. Great, thank you.